Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about DDL creation with the help of CSV file. So this is my CSV file. I already loaded with some data and it looks like this. It contains column name, column type, column length, identifier and default value and default value. So basically this is the CSV file, comma separated file. So to read the CSV file and generate the DDL, here I will use pandas library. Import pandas is PD. In pandas library, with the help of pandas library, I will read the CSV file and I will store it into one variable df. PD dot read CSV. Read CSV is a module. With the help of this read CSV, we will read our CSV file DDL creation.csv. So now we will see actually we will read that file or not. We read that file. Okay, now we read that file and then the data is stored it into the df variable. Okay, and I have the data and it stored it into the df variable. Now I need to arrange the data in a structure format. Okay, to arrange the data in a structure format, when we are creating the DDL statement, and inside the DDL statement when we are declaring the variables like a column names, what we'll do, column name space column length, type length, and after that if we have the any primary key, foreign key, like we will add the identifiers, and after that default values. So to do like that, first I'm arranging my data. Column name. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, now I have the data stored it in the df variable, but I want the values present inside the data. Okay, to get the values I need to iterate my df. To iterate I will use for I in range of 0 comma length of my df. Okay, now I'm trying to iterate the values with the help of the length of the df. So it will give 0 1 2 3, like basically we call it like index. Okay, now I'm iterating the index values. So with the help of the index values I'm trying to get the value from a df data. Okay, df of column name of index plus df of call type of index plus df of column length plus df of identifier plus df of default value. Okay, and when we are writing the DDL statement, so after each and every column declaration will give the comma separator. Okay, so but end of the line we will not go with the comma separator, we will go with the closed bracket. So in this scenario we cannot see, like we need to store uh, d data. Okay, DDL data, here I'm declaring some empty string. Okay, so we need to store the value into one variable, and then we need to print that variable. Okay, d data. Okay, so now we will see yeah, now we have the data and then we store the data into the d data. But end of the line, instead of comma we will go with the closed bracket and the semicolon. How to overcome this issue? See, in this tutorial what we will see errors and then how to overcome the errors. Okay, we'll go with that. If I index value I equal to length of data frame minus 1, length of df variable minus 1, in range function what we'll do, we'll get the values from 0 to n minus 1, index n minus 1. Okay, for range of 10 we'll go with 0 to 9 values. So last value will be n minus 1. That's the reason length of data frame minus 1. Length of data frame minus 1 is location. Here if you see 0 to 5, 0 to 5 means 6 rows, but we are reading the index value like 0 to 5. Fifth value means location. Okay, when we are coming with the location, at that time we need to close, we need to close the data. Okay, to close the data, like okay, in else condition, like we'll have the as usual data, like sorry, we'll have the as usual format. Okay, now my data is in the structure format, and we will see we are able to print the data or not. Okay, see, we are able to print the data, but it is giving only null. Why it is giving null? Here we are unable to provide the index. We are not providing the index. Because of this index it is throwing null, otherwise it will give the value. Okay, we will see here we'll able to uh, print the value, or again we'll get the nan, or what it will be. Okay, see, it is throwing error. Why it is throwing error? Here in Python we cannot concatenate string with integer, or string with numerical values. Here it will be column type will be string, and column length will be numerical values. Because of that reason the concatenation is causing the issue, and it says that not float, to concatenate with the string, not float. Okay, to get rid of this problem, what we need to do, first we need to format our structure. First we need to format our structure. Basically like it is not like a pre-validation part, but the format structure, or validate the data first, and after that make it is in format, and after that we can arrange the structure. To do that, for some time I will keep my code in the comment section, and first I will try to format the data. To format the data, df of column length. So df of column length. So column length, it contains the numerical values and the nan values, empty values. First I will convert the nan values with 0. Okay, with fill na, fill na of 0. Okay, we will see. When I'm writing the fill na, it is throwing error. Why? Because it's not fil na, it will be fill na. Okay, see, it is converting with zeros. And now in column length, for example varchar, what we will write, varchar of 250, like in closed brackets. 250 we will write in the closed brackets, uh, like this. So like this we will write. Okay, so I will write my column length in that structure, in that format. So df of column length equal to closed bracket plus df of column length. Okay, now column length contains the zeros and 250, 25, like some values. It is like a numerical data. So earlier we got to know the string plus numerical data we cannot concatenate. So that's the reason here I'm converting as type of str plus closed bracket. Okay, now we will see how it represents. See, now it represents the closed brackets. Okay, but for int, we will not go with we will not go with uh, values. Okay, so for that reason what we are doing, we are removing the values, close bracket of 0. To remove the values, df of column length dot replace. Okay, see, everything will be in the string format. Okay, comma empty. Okay, so when I'm writing the empty, and it represents the normal value. Okay, now I'm good with that. But coming to identifier, if you see identifier in some scenarios, it is like a string, but for remaining column names it will be the nan means empty. We need to convert the nan empty to empty strings, otherwise it will throw an error. Okay, like null values to empty strings, otherwise it will throw an error. So that's the reason df of identifier equal to df of identifier dot fill na of empty strings. Okay, now column length and identifier is completed. Now we will go with the default value. In the default value we will see alphanumerical data, not alphanumerical data, like we will see the object data like string, we will see the float. In some scenarios you will see the normal value. Okay, to in that case, in that scenario, what we will do, we will go with in, for example, if we declare the default value string seren, here I need to represent it with a single quote, like default seren. Okay, I need to write it like in a single quote. Otherwise, if it will be the number 10, if it will be the float 10.12, so I need to declare like that. So now we are formatting the data, right? That's the reason here we are formatting the default value. So to format the default value, what I'm doing, I'm iterating my column. Okay, to iterate the column, again I will use for I in range of 0 comma length of default val. Okay, length of default val. Now I'm getting the length of length, like 0 1 2 3. Okay, I store the data in a val equal to df of, see, length of default val is wrong. Okay, length of default val, here it is the string value, and this value is like 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 9 plus 12. Okay, 11. So it's a wrong declaration. So yeah, this is the correct declaration. Okay, df of default val of index I. Okay, now I store the data in a val. To arrange the data and then again store it into the variable. Here I'm declaring default val equal to empty string. Okay, or here I can directly write default value equal to empty string. Okay, now we will see if so. Yeah, prior to that, now here I have the data, and that data will be in the object manner, and if we have the none any value like none value. First I will do like fill any with empty strings. Okay, default value equal to df of default val dot fill na. Okay, and it will be empty string. Okay, it will be empty string. Now if val equal to empty string, okay, then append the data. Okay, default val dot append. Okay, empty string. Say I don't want to rearrange or restructure the data. Okay, like not, I don't want to restructure the data, so I want to mimic the data and then make it in a formatted way. So that's the reason here I don't want to miss the any index, so that's the reason here again I'm appending the empty values. Okay, and else else if the value is digit. Okay, if the value is digit, okay, then digit means 1 2 3 or 10.5 10.6 or 10 or 11. Okay, in that scenario default val dot append. Okay, I need to add the normal value, but as I mentioned, like we cannot add string to int. Okay, here in data frame, like I want to make everything will be in the string, so str of val. Okay, for example, so here now 11.5 10 or 11. Okay, I don't want to add it in a single quotations, but for Seren I want to add it in a single quotation. Not only Seren, for example Seren 123 or Python 234. So in that scenario also I want to add, right? For that val dot is all num. Okay, is all num means alphanumeric. If the value is alphanumeric, then default val dot append. So now we want to add the single quotations plus str of val plus close single quotations. But here what we miss the default. Okay, default is a keyword, we need to write it, we miss that part. Okay, yeah, else condition default val dot append empty string or string value str val. Okay, mostly we will add the empty string, we will not add the string value. Now we'll see how much we successful here. See, everything is fine, everything is empty, but here default value, why we are unable to get that? So I appended the data, but I need to store the data into the data frame, right? Df of default val equal to default val. Just I'm replacing the data into that column. See now default seren. Okay. See default 11.5. For example, here I make it as a 10. See, it will be yeah 11. Here, if I make it as 11, it will be 11. But for seren, it will be default seren. So yeah, now we have the data, and the data is in the arranged way. Okay, now we will see how much we success here. We are getting only the last value. So why we are getting only the last value? We are assigning the value, okay, but we are not appending the value. We are writing only equal to statement. We are assigning the value, but we are here we are appending and assigning the value. Append and assign. Okay. See, now we have the data in a structure. Now we have the data in a structure way, and just we need to add the data to the DDL statement. Sorry, DDL statement equal to create table if not exist. Okay, here I'm writing the table name. DDL table as a table name. Okay. See, here I'm adding some cosmic changes like slash n for the next lines. Okay, the data. Now we will see. So finally we create finally we create the table structure. Just here I'm doing some cosmetic changes for the user friendly. Okay, yeah, so now we have DDL is created, but this DDL is present in the command prompt. Okay, we don't have the data in just this DDL is present in the command prompt. Okay, we will see in the command prompt only. But before going to that, okay, in this tutorial, like we will learn, like this is one of the way we create the DDL with the help of the CSV file. Now we will see, for example, if I added the methods, if I added the methods to the mm, to this script. Okay, for example, if I added the method df of DDL generation. Okay, DDL generation. Okay, so this is one method I have created. To run that method, if I'll record here, if name equal to main, name equal to main means it's like it acts like a main method. Okay, DDL generation. Okay, now I have the DDL generation, but I where is my data? I need to pass that data, right? Just I'm declaring the method, but I need to pass that data, right? So this is the df I am passing here. Okay, but where I am reading the df, I am reading the df here instead of here. Like here I'm doing the cosmetic changes or the structural way, like the coding structure. We have some norms, as per the norms we need to write the code. So that's the reason here we are doing the changes. Just we are writing the DDL generation. Now we created one definition here and another definition we created for the column format. Okay, df of column format. Okay, again here also we require the data. Okay, so I'm passing the data here. So as I mentioned, first we need to format the data. Okay, first we need to format the data, and later part we need to uh, arrange the data. So I am writing 2. Now I'm formatting the data and I'm arranging the data, but all those are present inside, all those are present inside my method. Okay, but it is not coming at outside. Okay, for example, if I'm getting any errors, to if I'm getting any errors, to avoid those, here I'm writing, I'm catching, I want to catch that error. Okay, so that's the reason here I'm writing try catch block. Okay, and just uh, catching that exception here and return my data frame. Okay, I'm adding one more column, error. If error, I want to add that error str of e. Okay, I don't want to lose the data frame, so I'm adding that error, and then I'm adding that str of e. Okay, so I'm returning the data frame, so I'm returning the data frame here df, and I'm passing that data frame to here. Okay, so here also in DDL generation also I will write one try condition to caught the error. Okay, and here in the try condition uh, except exception as e. Okay, now I have the data in the d data. Okay, d data equal to error present in uh, CSV file. Okay, and I want to uh, read that error str of e. Okay, now I'm returning back the d data, my string data. Okay, now I have the d data. Okay, Now d data is generated and d data is present. Okay, now I have the DDL statement and then I want to run my DDL statement. We will see how much it success. See, I have it running successfully and I have the data. Now from starting I'm talking about that, okay, we generating the DDL, but this DDL is presenting in only the command prompt, or it is only in the terminal. Okay, how can you use the DDL? Okay, to use the DDL, like I want to store this DDL statement. Okay, I want to store this DDL statement into um, one file. Okay, so yeah, I want to store this DDL statement into one file to store the data, def of definition of DDL file. Okay, and I want to pass that statement, right? DDL statement I'm passing, and here with I'm writing the open function, open the file name I want to write. Here file name, what I will take DDL table .sql. Here I'm taking the file name, comma, write, okay, as f dot write DDL statement. Okay, now I'm trying to write the DDL statement into one dot SQL file. So here I have the DDL statement and DDL file of DDL statement. Okay, um, DDL file of DDL statement. Now I'm going to run this script. We will see. Yeah, see, DDL table.sql is created. Now here in DDL table.sql we have the Python script. Sorry, SQL DDL statement. Now, okay, this is one of the method we can write it in direct method. First we see how to write normally, and second we see how to write with the methods. Now we will see how to write in the actual format, like class method format. Okay, now we are going to write with class method format. Before that, we'll go like, for example, here I have the CSV file, I have the Python script, I have the .sql file. Everything is in the clumsy manner. Okay, I want to store that SQL file it in a I want to store the .sql generated SQL file in one folder. To do that, here I want to import OS library. Okay, operating system library. So os.mkdir. Okay, in os.mkdir here I am declaring the SQL folder. Okay, and SQL slash table name. And if we see, so we have the SQL folder, and inside the SQL folder we have the script. Now I want to I want to run this script multiple times, like not only for this CSV, like I want to load see, first of all, remember one thing, the structure should be same, like a column name, column type, these names should be same, and the place formats may be as your wish, but these names should be the same. Header name should be the same. Okay, now now in that file, like if I load some other data, and if I want to run, for example, here I change the data 11.5 to 10.5. Okay, so default value 10.50. In this scenario I change the data, and now I want to run the script. Okay, but it is throwing the error. What it is saying, like already file is present, why you want to recreate it again? To avoid that issue, like what we'll do, we will check if os dot path dot is directory, path dot is directory. Okay, and in is directory we will see the SQL. Okay, if SQL directory is present, if it is present, I want to do a normal run. Okay, instead of writing if else condition, only in a if condition I will verify if not. Okay, if not, if the folder is not present, then create the folder. If the folder is present, then directly write the file into write the file, like just here I rename that file name. Okay, to avoid the confusions. See, we'll see DDL table 1, DDL table, and in DDL table we'll have the 11, and in DDL table 1 we have the 10.5. So like this we can add. Now we see like how to write the normal code and how to write with the definitions like intermediate way, and now how to write it in a professional way. In professional way we will create the class, create DDL creation. Okay, we'll write the class DDL creation, and we'll take all the definitions into the class. Okay, now prior to that class, in class we will write one initialization method in it. These are the coding standards we need to follow. Okay, and here I don't want to pass anything, just I am writing it as a pass. And after that, for the methods we need to write the self. Why? Because we declare the self methods on top, so we need to write the self. Okay, now we have the three methods: DDL files and DDL generation and call format check. Now see, again it is showing the error. Why it is showing the error? We need to declare the class. Okay, to declare the class, DDL class equal to DDL creation. Okay, DDL creation. Now we declare the object, class object, DDL class dot call format DDL class dot sorry, underscore CLS dot DDL generation. Okay, and here also DDL class dot DDL generation. Now we see, for example, my DDL is error. Okay, here in DDL data the create statement is error. How to avoid that create statement? To avoid that create statement, what I will do, if error if error is present in my D data, okay, if not, okay, if not, then load my D data into DDL list. Okay, instead of that, what I will go here, if error is present in my D data, then pass. Okay, else I want to print my D data and then load the file data. Okay, I want to load the file data into my D data. Now here I will change my .sql file name like table2. Okay, when I write the table2, now we will see we are able to run it or not. Now we are able to run, and then it prints the table2. Okay, now we have the format, and then we create the table. Okay, we create the table format and then we store it in the SQL. But uh, but uh, we need to test it. We need to test whether whatever the table DDL we write, it is correct or not. Okay, to test the DDL statements, we need some database, and then we need to load the data into that DDL into that database. But in my system, I don't have MS SQL, SQL, or SQL Server, or Oracle, or Postgre, or Snowflake. Okay, so what I need to do now? To do, I have one inbuilt database. It's a great gift from the Python. We have the SQLite 3. Okay, one inbuilt database in the Python, it is the SQLite 3. So we'll store our data into SQLite 3, and we will run the process. We will see now. So to do that, to load the data into the SQLite database, what I will do here, I will take one more script, one more Python script, and the script name is SQLite underscore DB. Okay, SQLite underscore DB. Okay, I have one Python script, and here I already write the code in one of my page, and then just I'm writing it here. Okay, and, but I will go and then explain it. Okay, we have the SQLite 3 library, and I'm importing that SQLite 3 library, and I created the class SQLite DB class, and here I'm just initializing the method. After that, we have the connect method. Okay, first for any database, first we need to connect. So to connect that, we have the connect method, db connect method. Okay, what this db details.db is a file, and it stores the data. It stores my insert statements, it stores my update statements, it stores my DDLs. Okay, so this is the database. .db is the database. Okay, for this database I'm writing the connection method, and after that I'm creating the cursor for that. Okay, I'm returning those. Now my file name is table DDL table. Okay, sorry, yeah, my file name is DDL table, DDL table dot SQL. Here I write one SQL file read method, and then I'm reading my SQL statement. Okay, I'm reading my SQL statement. Now I created a object for my class, and from that object I called my connect method. In the connect method, usually I'll call my database connection and cursor. After that, I will call my read SQL file. Here what I will do, from that SQL file I will read the script, and then I will store it into one variable. And cursor dot execute script, what it will do, it will execute my the data present inside the script, like my DDL. It will execute my DDL and commit the DDL, and close the cursor, and then close the connection. Must and should be, once we open the connection and once we open the cursor, at last we need to close the cursor and connection. Otherwise at backend it will be open, and then it will consume some data over time. To avoid that, we will close the cursor and connection. Otherwise it will be a junk data, GC data. So to avoid that, we will do here. Okay, now I have the SQL db.py. So now I need to import. Now I need to import that file. Import SQLite db. Okay. Now here I want to import the class. Okay. uh, Here in same script I'm showing. Otherwise, if you want me to run here, it will also run my script. Okay. For example, here I will yeah, here I will not do anything. We can do anyway. Okay, I will show here and then I will show here. First I will write here. Okay, so yeah, this is my create statement. Create table if not exist the DDL. So if I'm executing my SQLite DB, and it creates. Okay, um, it creates my database and then um, stores the data. Otherwise, if I go on from here, import SQLite DB. So here also I want to I need to create the object for the class. SQL class is equal to SQLite DB. Yeah. So here what I will do from that code, like I directly write here, and from SQLite DB I will import the class. The class name I will take from here. Okay, so here I declare the class and then connection and then SQL file, and execute script. Okay, the execute script, the query is throwing error, so it is unable to read from there. But see, if you are seeing the database is created, .db is created. Now we will see why it is throwing. So it is throwing the error because of that if not exist. So exist spelling is wrong. Because of that reason, uh, it is throwing error. Okay, so exist, exist ts. Okay, so yeah, what I will do, I'll go back and then here I will change. Now we will run. See, everything is created, and now if you see db dot db, okay, matching with Python. See, now this is the database, and I have the data here. Now we need to confirm. Okay, this is the actual I'm showing you .db is the database, and then we are storing the data here. But we need to get confirm, right? We need to store some value, and then we need to make it the confirmation. Yeah, it is correct or not. Okay, now we will see that one. First, I will do some cleaning here. Where I have the print statements, I will remove the print statements here. Yeah, all my print statements are closed. Now what we'll do, we will load some data, and we will see. Yeah, so we will load some data here, and then we will see uh, for that, like definition of load data. Okay, and yeah, here I want to insert the statement, right? Insert statement equal to insert into table DDL test. Okay, and the column names I'm not giving here, the values here I'm providing. So as I mentioned, we have total 6 columns. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question. Okay, I have the 6 columns, and the data here I'm passing. Okay, in the list of tuple. In the list of tuple, I'm passing the data employee name 100, and employee ID 100 and employee name 7, and BU EY sorry EU, and experience 10, uh, and salary 25,000, and location Hyderabad. Okay, so like that we have the another employee uh, employee ID 101, and name Kumar. Okay, and BU B of SA, and experience 5.5. Okay, now we will see how to load the data here. So if you see like cursor dot execute insert statement comma data, but before that I need to pass the cursor into here. Okay, yeah. For that, like I need to pass the cursor and the connection, cursor and the connection. Okay, so instead of closing the connection here, what I am doing here, I'm passing the data into here, load data. So load data, I cannot directly pass it here, like DDL class. DDL class is equal to sorry, DDL class dot load data, and here I need to pass the cursor. Instead of connection, first I need to pass the cursor connection, and anyway sorry, I need to pass the cursor and connection. Why? Because I need to commit the connection. Okay, so I'm passing DB connection here. So I'm passing DB connection and the cursor. Okay, so here connection dot commit. Okay, now we will see we are successfully load the data into it or not. We are getting error, class load data cursor DB connection is causing error, no such table DDL list. Okay, the table DDL DDL test is not present. It is showing that. Why it is showing that error? So we need to identify. So we have the SQL. In the SQL we have the DDL table, not DDL test, DDL table. Okay, so now we are going to run. Now we are getting one more error. What is it is causing the error? Insert statement and the data incorrect number of binding supplies. uh, the current statement uses 6 and there are 2 supplied. Okay, now again it is causing the error. We will see. So here we'll pass the names. Okay. First name is employee ID. So we need to pass the values here. Yeah. So yeah, what I did, like I did some changes here in the inside DDL. I provided the column names and I provided the values. For the values here, I write the data and I'm trying to execute it. Now we will see how it acts. Okay. So yeah, now we'll see it loaded the data. Okay, if you open the data, see here default server and my some values. Okay, and after that if you come down here, all these are the data. Now for example, okay, you're not still you're having the doubt, okay, we are executing correctly it or not, and then it stores the data or not. If you see for the employee ID, we are writing the primary key. Primary key means like it will not be null or the unique. It will not be null, and then it will be the unique. So if we run it again, it will what it will be, we will see it will throw an error or not. See now, unique constraint error, SQLite 3 integrity error. Okay, so for example, if I change it to 103 and 104, again it will take. So this is the overall process. We'll go here and then we'll do, and we need to first format the data, and after that we need to arrange it in a structure, and after that we need to generate the DDL. Once generated DDL, we need to store it in the SQL file, and after that we will use that SQL file in our databases. Here we follow some coding standards. When we are in the organization, we follow some coding standards. As per the coding standards, as per the organization coding standards, we need to write our scripts, like develop the project and write our scripts, and we need to generate it. Okay, thank you all. Thanks. Thank you. Bye bye.